believe that Rory sent the goons to your house?
No, it's not goons. Joe, I'm gonna play the. Yo, I have my security camera recording. I saw it with my own eyes.
I will fight Rory myself if Rory sent goons to your house. Shut up.
Hold on. Joe. Oh, since I'm here.
Shut up.
Wait, hold on. You know that guy's handwriting. You know he signed off on a lot of.
No, I don't.
You sent me a Hallmark card.
Let me see.
Look. Oh, here we go.
Let me see.
That's
Lord.
come on.
Well, I don't know who the fuck A Stooge is.
I call both of them stooges. Yo, Joe, listen. My whole thing is why I call them stooges. Joe, I'm gonna be honest with you. They're the Migos in terms of they ad-lib when you're giving content. Nigga, there's a point while you're going on your rants, you look at these bums and you say, nigga, talk, like, fill it in. Like, you're carrying them on your back. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
not true. That is not
listen,
true.
Joe, and by the way, the only reason why I got at them is because I think the view that I come from and the view that I think you also share is that, like, you could criticize me on some shit, 100%, whether I like it or not, it's Joe. Them, you know how you said that Andy Schultz, what is Andrew Schultz? You said Andy Schultz was carried on the back of a black man with the Charlemagne. You don't think you carried Rory? Come on.
No.
No one knew who he was.
Well, that's not fair, because you talking about fame. You talking about fame.
Joe. Okay, let me call you hypocrisy. Andrew Schultz has about 80,000 people who subscribe to a Patreon to watch him do a podcast that Charlemagne is not on. Which means he took the ball, even if Charlemagne gave him initial introduction, he took the ball and ran. Rory and the dude I call Mealy Mal, like, listen, they've done nothing. When I listen to the podcast, like, and usually because you're addressing a topic, they're ad-libbing you. They're not even B mics, not C's. They're like, you're the A mic, they're the F mic.
I disagree.
They're ad-libs.
I think there's a such thing in basketball as the isolation play, and sometimes you got to move out.
Joe, you know this. You know this.
That's not true. Sometimes you got to move out the way and let a nigga cook. Hey,
Joe, you're Kobe. You're Kobe. They're Luke Walton.
Listen, when me and you did our show, right? When we did our show, there were some days where you came in hot about some shit that I wasn't necessarily hot about, and I moved out the way.
No, listen. To me, I'm a realist. I always like to say, listen, if everyday struggle, which only lasted for 9 months for me and you, if people say this was so historic, blah blah, I give you the Jordan role. I give you the Jordan role. I take the tip because you know what? You did more than me. You get me? I was getting my legs under myself, 100%. So I give you that. Of course, at times did I do my thing here?
But I got the best pod, so you gotta let niggas live.
No, because you're Kobe in it, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're playing like Kobe doing a rape trial, man. Like everything is going in. You're shooting from half court. Like it's cool. That's what I'm saying.
It's a clear out because listen, this is my serious answer to this. I know we're playing around right now, but my serious answer to this is Rory and Mal and Parks and Javon and my whole squad. They couldn't speak to the degree that Spotify was handling us. That was only Joe. There was nothing for them to say in that. Like they did. Okay. I tried. Wait. Let me talk. I tried my best to shield my niggas from some of the offensive, insulting things that Spotify was doing. Like, so they wouldn't know all of this stuff. They was finding that stuff out in real time with y'all, because Joe was talking.
Let me ask you a question. And you don't have to answer about it, too. Do they talk to Spotify or do they talk to you?
Well, when you say Spotify, you talking about...
So, for example, with Complex, you talk to... Me and you used to, while you smoked your cigarette, waiting for your car, we used to basically run out the building because we thought they had cameras or some other shit. You're a little paranoid. And we'd be like, yo, this is what they're telling me, what they're telling you. But we're both speaking of Complex individually. I'm you because when I'm listening to you, it feels like you're the only one speaking to Spotify, which obviously is a different discussion.
Yeah, but remember, none of us really spoke to Spotify, if you want me to be honest with you. Like
you and Ian speaking to Spotify, that's facts.
Whoa. Only on the renegotiation time. And only when they was trying to pump something through. This is an independent outfit. So we went to work for 2 years on our own, the way we was doing.
You say you met Namanji with Carl Cherry and a couple other people, like.
That was before the deal got done. That was just Joe. Joe was going to take a mid-roll deal for advertising with the pod for $250,000. And I think that's when my Barstool deal had just got taken off the table. And Spotify called with a 7-figure offer.
That's why you're slandering my man Dave Portnoy. I heard it because I was thinking about
No. I like Dave. I don't like.
Nah, you been getting at him.
Because I don't like white people that say nigger and are empowered to say nigger by their black employees. I don't like that. But Dave
is that current or some shit that was like?
It came out current. Okay. I didn't know that Dave Portnoy had ever said nigger. Dave and his homegirl, I forgot her name right now. They are geniuses. You got to deal with Dave.
Yeah,
he's a genius. He's not leaving. You got to deal with, I think her name is Erica. They are geniuses over there.
I felt something happen because you put me on, like I love business. When you tried to get me to do a podcast a couple years ago, which by the way, you definitely were right. I told you this before, right? But I didn't see the business shit happening then. And I was like, why? I was like, yo, I put in work in YouTube and other avenues until those became viable businesses. Why am I going to do it again in a space that maybe I don't need at the time? You were definitely ahead of your time in saying, no, it will be, trust the process, right?
I've been ahead of my time since 2001. I've been an accurate digital forecaster since 2001.
That's fair to say.
Yeah, no,
that's fair to say. Hold on. But that's my gripe with you, Joe. My gripe is like, because you're so ahead, everything tells me that after Spotify, you do not sign to a DSP or any other conglomerate. Maybe some shit just for ads, but you do it yourself. I was like, yo, man, Joe is like, you're talking at Kanye West shit, or Kanye's talking your shit, whatever the case is. And I'm like, yo, if Joe goes to Amazon, if he goes to Apple, and I don't know, even if they give him a bigger check, whatever the case is,
it would be a Joe Budden network merger. It would be a merger. See, that's the difference. You got to learn on your way. Whatever I did with Spotify, they gave me my millions of dollars, and that's what I needed at the time for capital to fund my ventures. But now that I got it. I walked away from Spotify and nothing about my lifestyle changed. Like the same way I told Charlamagne, you can't say Joe is a bad businessman when Joe is a multi-millionaire man times over on his own accord. Not with a company, not with signing my life away.
Yo,
think about that. Wait, hold up. You just heard bum-ass Troy Ave sitting here and talk about being blackballed. You hear the Pain and 6ix9ine voice when he talked about being blackballed. Joe was blackballed.
No, you weren't.
You wasn't outside when I was blackballed.
No. Hold on, Joe. Okay. In certain corporate, all right, I'll give you that. Okay, because of your label situation, I get it. These days, I think beyond the label, I think, yo, when you're talking about blackball, DSPs don't fuck with you. Radio programmers don't fuck. Because really, labels are so fractured, you don't need a label if you have a real connect with the DSPs and radio. You feel me? Like, that's pretty much it. After that, you just need a budget to put up billboards.
Perfect.